Time for a peek around the wilderness. Let's see what we got. Since we are on a time limit, I'm gonna just do the closest things first. Go to the remote settlement. Each of our companions does have dialogue and backstory and stuff, and we will talk to all of them and check out everything they have to say, but not at the moment. Have no fear, though. As you step into the center of the village, you feel as if you are being watched from all angles. The distant patter of feet echoes off the walls of the small and seemingly deserted village. I am Fatebinder Siren. I come to discuss your conscription into the chorus. Cooperate and you will not die. The wooden beams on the rooftop to the north creak under someone's weight. A tree rustles behind you. I have come to offer you redemption with the Scarlet Chorus. I am doing my best to try and save you. Feel free to help me with that. A voice bellows from the rooftop with a cackle. Go home to your overlord. Sorry, friend, but you won't be leaving here in one piece. We'll send your head back north. I want your folks to see what happens to those who invade our lands. This is a tough fucking fight, if I recall correctly, so...
Send me your champion!
I'll get used to these icons eventually. I'm not there yet.
Can't do that.
Oh, that's right. Lantry uses... Okay, so I fucked up training him on magic staffs, but it doesn't really matter, like, it's one level. He uses thrown weapons, not staff. So I should actually... I don't know what it's under, but it's not magic staff, so we'll go ahead and cut that off. Let me see. It says one-handed. One-handed and thrown weapons. I'm not really sure what thrown weapons are under. I'll look at that later.
Consider it done.
Need to save Lantry first. Knock his ass down. Perfect. They really love attacking Lantry, don't they?
Back one. I can't take much more of this.
Don't die, buddy.
I feel
Flicking the bronze tip of her blade, a Scarlet Fury strolls into view with a smug smile, flanked by an entourage of soldiers. Not bad. I'd have piled up the same number of corpses in half the sword strokes, but, well, where are my manners? One ought to not criticize help so generously given. She sweeps her arms wide in an exaggerated, mocking bow. You have my deepest and sincerest gratitude for gutting those Vendrian piss ants in my place. Now you step forth to reveal yourself. You're not a fury, you're a coward. Perhaps when you're a little older, you'll figure out that coward is just a word people use to badger idiots into doing the dangerous work. By the by, well done on surviving this violent mess. How very brave of you to even try. The Oathbreakers were but a warm-up. Step closer and I can knock that grin off your face. Whoa now. She holds up a scarred hand in protest. No need to break any bones over it. If you're friggin' pissed, take it up with Death Knell. It was her plan, not mine. She wets her chapped lips before continuing. Look then, I'll tell everyone how badly you slap around the Oathbreakers, okay? You did us a real favor, and you deserve to have your glory touted. And with that, she nods curtly, sheathes her blade, bidding an end to the exchange.
Aye.
First time I played this game, I killed Lantry in the camp. You can, I guess that's a spoiler, but whatever. So it made this fight incredibly hard. I think I'm going to go there last because that appears to be the final objective, so I'd rather do the other stuff first. Fake Limp, what a name. Reinforcements? Finally, come this way, we need to. The chorus warrior pumps his tattooed arm in salute. Midway through the gesture, a look of confusion dawns across his painted face. Sister Verse? What did I do to deserve such a helping hand? A chuckle escapes the man before he shudders, placing a hand over his mouth. At once alert of the need to remain quiet, his voice drops to a harsh whisper. The fifth eye has sensed as a sense of humor sending you. Verse returns a cold glare but says nothing. You know each other? This one used to run with my pack until he left for Death Knell's gang. Motherless swine didn't even have the guts to fight me for the right to leave. He just packed up and left with his coward's tail between his fat legs. And a wise move at that. How many have you lost under your command so far? He holds up a hand, stifling a smile. I misspoke. I'm sure you only got most of them killed. Can't rule out death by their own incompetence. Seems Death Knell didn't take my advice and had you gelded to curb your outbursts. Ooh. Grab Fake Limp by the neck. Apologize. Now. With a swift, confident stride, you advance on Fake Limp and grip his neck before he can step away. His stance wobbles as you clench down on his throat, and he presses his arms against you, desperate to push you away. As he tears himself away from your grip, gasping for air and clutching at his throat. I'm sorry, Mistress Verse. I didn't mean any disrespect. Of course you didn't. You did, and I could not care less. Just know this, you're not good enough to do it to my face. She sniffs and glares at him. Clean yourself up. Apologies, I have been in the field for weeks, answering to no one. I've forgotten my place. That camp is just yonder, he points to the northeast, and we've kept an eye on them for the last couple days. Some of them might left a few hours ago, looking for food, maybe on a patrol, but they haven't returned. Might be wise to strike now while they're divided. Leave the Oathbreakers to me. My gang and I will lurk nearby. When you make your move, we will descend and help you with capturing Florian. Don't worry, I'll let the others know that you will be doing the heavy lifting. I'll cheat at battle, but not with my reputation. Okay.
Curious.
Nice, we got a better weapon for Barik, a bronze axe.
I'm not here to make friends. that odd. Will do.
How it's done.
Can't do that.
Traps. Whoops. I don't know if I have to do sneak mode to see traps, but... Well,
Sorry,
I know I don't,
can't.
but maybe it helps. I don't know. I see the trap. Okay, you can kind of see them even if you haven't detected them. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Just point me in the right direction. I got it.
Send them at me in waves.
Little Baldur's Gate style, kite them a little bit, get them out of the group. Man, they fucking love to attack lantern.
Consider it done.
Flawless.
I feel...
On it. Aye. On it. Aye.
The AI is smart. They attack the squishy people. Yeah, they give them credit for that. We got some heavy armor. See if it's actually good. What the fuck? There we go. It's the same, but it's good. It's worse against some things, better against others. I think that one's better that we found.
On it. Found something.
I think that's the guy we're supposed to capture, so I'm going to look at the other part of the map first. Where do I see? He's gone down a lot. Where do I see his injuries? Active. There we go. Wounded. Wounds are cleared on rest. Okay, so.
Will do. Spotted something.
The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up. Falks in hand and ready for battle, the Vendrian Guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in his camp. Dressed in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms, Pellix Florian towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop everything and flee, or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. Surrender now, and I can protect the lives of your warriors. Surrender to you and what army? We have you outnumbered. You're the one who should be interested in avoiding a fight. Lie to him. If you surrender, they'll take you to see the voices of Narat. A poisoned blade could be tucked into your boot. What are you? Verse stops herself and raises an eyebrow. After a quick read of your face, she shrugs and returns her attention to the soldier, this time wearing a deadpan stare. Aren't you a traitorous little shit? That's an interesting trade. My crew lives and I get a shot at killing the Archon? Fuck. I'd probably never get that close to him on the battlefield. The Vendrian Guard captain inhales deeply, taking a quick survey of his soldiers as he exhales slowly. I will do it. If you allow my soldiers to leave, I will concede and agree to be your prisoner. Surrender, and the rest of your crew may leave. You hear that? Go on, and tell the crew back home that I'll return soon, and if not, he turns his gaze towards you. Well, if that happens, I trust you will avenge me. But if this fate binder speaks true, I'll be back soon. I'll even bring back a souvenir, the severed head of the voices of Narat. Say your farewells. You're coming with me. Each warrior in turn approaches Florian, embraces and readies to depart with a silent nod. When the warriors have said their goodbyes, they hoist their rucksacks and depart. That's cool. We got him alive.
Sorry,
I like that.
I can't.
Insects flutter around and land on a few pieces of rotten vegetables interspersed among the produce. Studded iron gorget and rending edge. Huh. Some nice stuff here, maybe. The gorget gives +10 to parry. So it's good on verse and big boy here. Probably her because she's squishier, I guess. And then we just got the rending edge. The edge of this axe's blade is incredibly sharp. If uneven and poorly managed, it would open a significant wound properly if properly applied. So it's a little bit worse overall, but it penetrates armor better. What's his accuracy? It's 41. It goes down just a little bit for the armor piercing. We'll try it out, see if it's good. I like armor piercing. Striding into camp at the tail end of a sprint, the Scarlet Chorus warrior begins to speak, but stumbles forward, bracing himself short of collapse as he catches his breath. More on the way, his words roll out between labored breaths. patrol from this morning. Coming back. Well, look at that. He smiles an exhausted grin through his heavy breathing. The captain is in one piece, just as requested. The voice will be pleased. The captain looks down at his feet. A slow smile creeps across his face. You haven't won just yet. Second patrol should be returning right about now. If you tackle the incoming patrol, my gang and I will make sure this Oathbreaker sees the voices of Narat. The warrior salutes you with a wicked smile. Good hunting with you, Binder. The Archon of Secrets will be most pleased.
Aye.
God damn it, Lantry, you gotta get out of there. They're
Consider-
already after you.
Now I have to kill you.
That's so fucking silly. They love
Damn
killing
thing
him.
couldn't pierce cloth.
No, sorry. I'll take care of it.
Take that!
I can't take my... I feel...
My God, dude.
Got dark all of a sudden.
It's not good. Okay. I think we're dead here. Give that one another try. Lantry only has
Right.
a heal spell. Like, that's all he can do right now, so that's why he's so fucking squish.
I'm afraid not.
Or useless.
You got it.
Of course. Of course. Send them at me in waves.
Sorry. That's how it's done. With I got it.
I can't take more of this. I feel...
Let them think they can hit me. They better not wake up dead.
That's beneath me. Grovel before me.
Will do.
Go ahead and look over here. See if there's any goodies.
Would you take a look at that?
Some kind of potion. Okay. Let's check out the northern clearing. Apex's forests give way to a rockier terrain as one approaches the eastern mountains. Disfavored earth shakers reportedly travel to this location and may still be present. So some mages. Ooh, dead mages. Another tough fight, most likely. Earthshaker Hood. Perfect for you, Lantry. Okay, let's try to win this fucking fight.
Will do.
What do you know? They target fucking Lantry. Holy shit, this fight's gonna be hard as fuck. I'm gonna probably have to use some consumables.
Will do. On my command! Ah! Flawless!
Alright then, we're gonna have to... This is a really fucking hard fight. So let's prepare for it properly. We have a skill point. We need, you have to put a certain amount of points in each, in the early parts to unlock the next section. So we got to spend more points in the range tree to get the better ones. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so our character doesn't need... Okay, our character only needs dodge. This ability is evasive. When your parry is higher than your dodge, you use it to defend against melee, so that's fucking awesome. Because normally they're separate. Parry defends against melee, dodge defends against ranged and spells, so that makes it so it's everything. But I don't need that right now. I want damage. Penetrating shot. Charge up and launch a projectile with enough force to penetrate armor. Enemies in a line take damage and are left bleeding. I'm probably going to need that. We've got verse here. Let's see. Oh shit, verse doesn't get engaged. That's fucking awesome. Or, yeah, we're going to do verse does not get engaged. It's Fury's Rush. Verse moves quickly about the battlefield. Too quickly for enemies to engage her. Barik, we need you to be chonkier. Fight defensively, gaining bonus armor, or he can engage more enemies. I think we'll give him bonus armor. We really need him to stay alive right now. Lantry. He's got 3 skill trees: Preservation, Quill, and Sage. This guy's all about buffs. What is Renewal? Lantry restores the party's weapons and armor to pristine condition. Increases the damage from weapons and protection from armor. Is that just in general? Okay. Or is that an activated ability? It is. It's an activated ability. It lasts... Cooldown 1 minute. +1 to armor per piece of armor worn for 60 seconds. 2 armor penetrated by attacks so it's at 1 minute. Okay. And now we're gonna look at consumables. Okay, I'm gonna put this on my chick because this revives dead friends and we might need that, and I should be in theory not going down first. This makes your strength really high. We'll give it to him. Or even her. Both of them could use it. Oh, she's already got one. Okay. Raw meat. How do I split it? I don't know how I split it. God damn it. What did I do with it? Is there no way to split it? I don't get that. What the fuck? Whatever. What else we got? You can take this mushroom to come back to life when you die, when you're supposed to die. Grain for some life. Okay. 17 health potions. See, this would... Maybe it's in the options. Okay, well, that's just something I'm gonna have to look up, I guess. I don't know how to split items. Okay, let's save and do this right.
Oh, everything hurts.
We should try that again.
God damn it.
I'm not dead yet. That was beneath me.
On my command! Roll it!
I thought Barrick had... Where's the healing potion?
Sorry. I can't. How did I miss that? Oh, now I... Wake me up when it's over.
That looked really bad there at first, but we did it. It's fun to play games on hard because challenge makes things interesting. Vindrian Guard, Light Bronze Greaves. Nice. They are identical to the heavy ones. I guess it's just appearance. I like that bronze. It looks cool. What about me? Do I need that? It makes me slower, but better armor. So not slow enough that I won't use it.
Will
It's
do.
0.1 second. Whoops. The quick load and the quick save button are right next to each other. I luckily hit the quick save button. Holy fuck, that would have been really upsetting.
Found something.
I hit the quick save and then fat fingered the quick load. Always look for secrets. The Earthshakers move this boulder with ease. Magic of that magnitude may be crucial for taking Vendrian's well. Ah, Fatebinder, how fortuitous. The Earthshaker pounds his chest in salute. For us, I mean. Decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. A smirk quirks the right side of his mouth as he surveys the carnage you have left behind. Whether intended or not, we're indebted for your help. I would be kind of irritated. No, really, there was no need for you to join the fight. I beg your pardon, Fatebinder. He shifts his feet uncomfortable. By the time we heard the screams, you'd well splattered their blood on the rocks. It's a poor excuse, I know, but we're wearied from weeks of travel, and we'd already lost one of us. Wow, he could have fucking helped. I need to speak with Commander Ironcore. With tremorous fingers, the Earthshaker pushes his hood back on a sweaty forehead. He glances once to the group of weary, battered mages behind him before meeting your eyes. I'm afraid I'll have to do, as I'm the mage in charge of this circle. Earthshaker Hellspar, at your service. Oh wait, where's your commander? With all due respect, Fatebinder, it's not a matter I'd expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot abandon Cairn to the Stone Sea. These guys... Okay, so that's interesting. Cairn is that Archon that went rogue, and he's in the Stone Sea, which is a region we will go to later in Azure. But they are still loyal to him, which is quite interesting. I don't know if that's okay. We'll see. His nostrils flare in mild ire, as we've only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains. We could not spare another mage, especially now when the beast tribe that flocked to Cairn in his final days is becoming increasingly territorial and contentious. This is grounds for treason. The Earthshaker pales considerably. I fully understand why you might suspect our intentions, but I can assure you, Master Radix and the entire guild remain steadfast to General Ash and our most blessed overlord. If only you could see it with your own eyes. Our research efforts with Cairn could very well hand victory to the disfavored in this war. What's so important about Cairn? Cairn may be dying, but he's not yet lost. There lies the potential to harness an Archon's power in the Stone Sea, and for that, I should think the possibilities are near limitless. He touches a grit-caked knuckle to his lips and clears his throat. But we won't know unless we can run the proper research. And so Radix refused Ash's orders? I'm not the rank to make such a sweeping evaluation. He stumbles slightly over his words. But I'd say he interpreted them in his own manner and to the best of his judgment, rather than outright refusing them. He is an Iron Guard, after all. His decisions, though difficult to make as they may be, will certainly embold our routing of the tiers. The Iron Guard is the disfavored High Command, an inner circle of commanders handpicked by Graven Ash for lifelong service, tactical brilliance, or true dedication to the craft of personal combat. The Iron Guard act as Graven Ash's chief advisors when the Archon is present, and when he's absent, they speak with his direct authority. Even the youngest Iron Guard has years of training and the finest iron the forge-bound magesmiths can create, making these elite commanders nearly unrivaled on the field of battle. These senior leaders are expected to lead from the front of the phalanx. It is said that the Iron Guard fear only one thing, dying in their beds instead of in battle. Not if your general is dead. I'm threatening him. He chokes, and the Earthshakers behind him gather closer, murmuring in surprise among themselves. One of them, a woman with a wispy russet hair, slaps him on the back so hard shockwaves tremble through you and into the mountain's pass. If they what? He gasped for breath. How? The Overlord has issued an edict of execution. If we don't take the well by Kairos' Day of Swords, everyone here will die, including Ash. Well, clearly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. He glances worriedly to the other mages in the circle, and they all visibly absorb the meaning of everyone here and the edict's range of affliction. Had we known, assuredly the guild would have come full force. Or perhaps you would not have come at all, but you're here now, and you cannot escape the edict. So I suggest you report to Sevius and the disfavored camp and help us win the battle, or you'll be as dead as the rest of us. With a shaky nod and an even shakier salute, the Earthshaker gathers his circle, and cloistered together, murmuring or perhaps chanting in hushed voices, the battle mages march towards the valley.
Aye.
We got a letter from Tunon. Word has reached this court that you have issued the Overlord's edict to the Archons of War and Secrets. Know that we understand fully the weight of this burden and appreciate the loyalty you show in its declaration. Provided you survive this span, your service will be duly recognized. As you navigate the idiosyncrasies and mutual antipathy of our Overlord's War Masters, remember that Kairos watches all with interest. Those who distinguish themselves, whether Fatebinder or Archon, have the opportunity to rise in the Overlord's esteem. Even now, the northern courts whisper that the more successful of the two Archons will be granted rule over the whole of the peninsula. Similarly, your fortunes rest upon the decisions you make. Choose wisely. Tune on the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice. Be nice, probably, because, I mean, we're not really a bootlicker, but it's just ignorant to, what, express dissatisfaction with him? Thank you for the advice. And my response is, allow me to express my deep appreciation for this opportunity. Few in the Empire have the honor of treating with Archons, and fewer still of reading the empowered words of the Overlord. I endeavor always to that's just cocksucker shit. Let's see what our other choices are. Archon Tunon. Am I to understand that the Edict of Execution applies equally to all within the Valley of Vendrian's Well, Tearsman and Servant of Kairos alike? Is the Overlord truly willing to sacrifice both the Archon of War and Archon of Secrets? Their armies, the farmers and the herdsmen of the region, and the Fatebinder of no small skill for the sake of killing a handful of insurgents occupying a crumbling ruin? Is it not said that the Overlord has no desire to rule over a wasteland? See, that's kind of a smart-ass response. Then we've got Archon Tunon. Allow me to express my deep appreciation for being sent into this arid backwater for the sole purpose of applying the lash to a pair of bickering children, a lash that I am only too pleased to find turned upon myself. Your words of advice find a receptive reader in your most devoted servant. Gracious as always for your infinite... Okay, see, that's just... You don't... I'd rather be a smartass than an outright asshole to him. Let's check my journal. We gotta return to Death Knell at the Scarlet Corps camp. Explore Echo Call. Okay, we need to go back to the camps and report our successes. And then we'll head to Echo Call. The Fifth Eye, commander of the local Scarlet Chorus, surveys his camp, watching in stillness as all manner of violence and revelry occur around him. He offers a slight nod at your approach. Was there anything else? Oh, I'm not supposed to talk to him. I'm supposed to talk to this chick. Fatebinder, she nods in your direction. What do you need now? Punch her. In one swift stride, you close the distance between the two of you and land a punch squarely in her stomach. The force of it knocks her back a pace, causing her to take a knee. She lets out a few coughs before regaining her composure and standing back up. You or any chorus member trying anything like that again, and I'll put you on a spike myself, she lied to me. The Scarlet Fury nurses her stomach and replies with strain in her voice. I'll make note to watch my step around the Fatebinder if tune on. Just before she walks away, she takes out one of her swords and gives it a once-over before tossing it into your hands. Good punch. Ha, that's sick. Found a charm that gives immunity to poison. The regions of Stalwart donned arcane amulets as a barrier against competitors who shared their feasting table. More often than not, poison-resistant charms were worn under the clothing as a matter of social tact. Only the very bold or very boorish wore them openly. She gave me a twisted iron sword. Yeah. Actually, maybe Verse needs some of these. Victuals? Pale and wide-eyed, the Scarlet Chorus conscript takes slow, deep breaths as he shuffles with nervous energy. As soon as your eyes meet his, he looks away in panic, bowing his head and turning his body aside. You there, what's your name, lad? You couldn't mean me, could you, Captain? He turns his face towards you, but refuses to meet your gaze. Cheeks tinged red, his body tenses, his chest puffing forward even as he stammers and stumbles over his reply. Walden, my ma named me Walden, 'cause she knew I'd be tall as the mountains. But here they only call me Victuals. Do I even want to know why they call you that? His face burns hotter and he grits his teeth together before answering. 'Cause Two Tooth says he'll feed me to the beasts if I don't always do what he wants. Are you new to the chorus? The captain is a southern term. Kairos' armies have commanders, and I'm neither. I shouldn't be here, his eyes widen as his voice rises to a near yell. The chorus, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not like these people. He looks around the camp. I'm going to die here, or at least I hope I die soon. And to think his voice falls silent, his body slumps. I'm feeling generous today, so I'll give you some pointers. Pointers, Captain? He scratches the back of his head confused. Of what sort? Tell advice or hit him? Give him some advice. Listen up. You need to act tough, but keep a low profile. For starters, I never would have thought it. You're awfully clever, Captain, he murmurs deep in thought. Strike him playfully. Come on, raise your fist, defend yourself. I'll show you how to survive, and maybe later, how to kill. He takes the first hit, but manages to avoid the next, surprisingly deft despite his gangliness and timidity. Best if I don't, Miss Fatebinder. He ducks his head shyly. I don't think Two Tooth would like it. None, if he saw me training. And I've taken enough licks from him to last me the rest of my lifetime. Strike him harder. Don't let your guard down. Strike back and watch your leg work. With a scramble and a surprised yelp, he barely dodges the third of your blows, the first two knocking him backwards on his feet. Panting, he regains himself, avoiding your exaggerated and slowed strikes until he swells with enough confidence to punch back. Takes him a while, but eventually he lands a good hit. Strike him harder. Again! He cringes, tensing reflexively. I gained wrath with... Okay. He cringes, tensing reflexively from the force of the strike, but does better against the next one and the next, eventually avoiding most and managing to return a fist or a boot in the few times you allow for an opening. He throws all of himself into the training, courage improving until he's left panting and exhausted and newly bruised, his thin woolen shirt drenched to his back in sweat. Eventually, he wipes the matted bangs from his eyes and offers you a grateful grin. I won't forget my training, Miss Fatebinder. I'll keep fighting and struggling, and I'll get stronger, till there isn't nobody that can push me around. Good for you, kid. Good for you. Two-Tooth. He's playing dice. I can't talk to him. Night Yowl. Oh, we got Beastman here. Claws at throat and Night Yowl. A young beastman stands in the shadow of an enormous beast woman. And by the way, beast women are, it's like the opposite. They're a matriarchy. So the women are the men are the housemakers and the women are the warriors, basically. The shadow of an enormous beast woman whose stature still manages to loom over you, even in her crouched position. The beastman's mouth froths with the spittle that launches in every direction as he snarls at her. Night Yowl was promised worthy, tough prey for joining, but Beast Woman only allows Night Yowl to hunt weakest of humans. Saves best kills for self. He pounds the earth, causing a small fissure to erupt. Night Yowl was second strongest of the Stonewalker males before joining Scarlet humans. Let's read about the Stonewalkers. The largest spanning beast tribe in the entirety of the tiers, the Stonewalkers of Azure nearly tripled in population during a period of domestication and forced labor and the service to farmers and ranchers of the realm. However, like all beasts, the Stone Stalkers were born wild and yearned to range free, unfettered by humans within their own homeland. In ancient times, the tribe was known as the Meadowkins, but they were denied a name during their centuries of enslavement. In the turmoil created by Kairos' invasion of the Tiers and conquest of Azure, the beasts rebelled and won their freedom. Drawn to the enigmatic presence of Cairn, Archon of Stone, the beasts took the name Stone Stalker as their own. After Cairn's defeat, when Kairos proclaimed the Edict of Stone on Azure, creating the Stone Sea, the Stone Stalkers retreated into the wilds. The humans who have since encroached on their territory have been slaughtered. Rutted even with 100 blood. He's talking about he fucked some important woman. With tribes prima. Oh, he had sex with the tribal chief, Das. Was promised own pack for abandoning tribe. A prima, the leader of a beast tribe, a supremacy almost always held by a female. This rank is won and defended through vicious bloodshed and fights for dominance rather than birthright. Many alphas may exist within a single tribe, but only one can rise above the others as prima. Claws at throat. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle, her broad, sharp teeth appearing between each bellow. Strong Stone Stalker, beastman worth rutting, she snorts. No, claws at throat sees only mewling first season cub before beast woman now. She sees only tenderfoot, only weak whelp fit to chase injured dying prey, not best fighters on battlefield. Night Owl bares his teeth and lunges for the beast woman, but she is swift to stand, hackles raised, and a callous palm far larger than his head harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack on the stone, followed by a defeated whimper. Claws at throat stares down at you with much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp. Human? Her nostrils flare as she inhales deeply, scouring her memory for your familiar scent. Then she cants her head curiously to one side, and her keen amber eyes darken with a sudden and feral desire. Human smells of kith. A far northern tribe is strange. Human is hairless and blunt, clawed, but smells good. Smells better than Night Owl. She grinds the beastman's face deeper into the earth before lifting her clawed and gnarled fingers off of him. He scrambles to his feet to nurse his head.
Speak quickly, and maybe Beastwoman will listen.
Hunter, bare your teeth in a wild, dangerous grin.
You smelled right. I was a member of the Bounding Viper tribe, raised as the Prima's own brood.
This is awesome. The beast woman perks up at your boast. She sniffs you curiously, more thoroughly than before, and she smacks her lips softly, longingly, beginning to slather and drool. For a moment, you think she's going to grab you, but she merely sits back on her haunches, relaxed and watching you, pleasantly piqued as she scratches the taut stretch of her hard-muscled stomach.
Would you like to hunt with human from Bounding Viper tribe, little Blunt Claw? We'll join Beastwoman in hot slaughter of humans in one season soon, yes?
I would take you. The beastwoman snorts, a stab of incredulity opening the features of her face. Then she howls with a whacking, full-bodied laughter.
A human is bold as Kith, is born hunter like Beastwoman. If claws at throat did not have rump whelp cur like Night Yowl raised to train, Beastwoman would happily enjoy fighting with human.
How did you end up joining the Scarlet Chorus?
Human pack called Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral, like tribes, like Beastwoman.
She snarls, but the sound is pleased and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the voices of Narat's war tent.
Chorus humans are dirty and reek like rotten meat, so easily shriek and tear at their own throats, but also respect strongest of pack. And Beastwoman are strongest of all creatures, are best predators, like Archon called Narat, pack's fierce and ruthless alpha. Is mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones whole, makes Beastwoman want to rut, fight, kill. Makes Beastwoman want to rut, fight, kill, she says hungrily. Beastwoman want.
What tribe are you from? She puffs her dirty, hairy teats and purrs with pride.
Claws at Throat was born of tribe with no name and no lands, called Summershout, by Tearsmen, who stole Azure lands from tribe ancestors. Then Claws at Throat became Great Stone Stalker, slaughtered on slavers and fought for tribe's freedom, tribe who became strong, unbreakable as stone, because of earth mystic called Archon Cairn.
She sniffs at the memory.
But now Cairn sleep and dreams, drifting slowly into death in stone lands. 100 Blood protects free tribe, and Claws at Throat fights to kill more Tearsmen as Scarlet Stalker.
What's going on here?
Human has keen eyes, yes? Can see Beastwoman is disciplining insolent packmate.
She snaps a menacing sneer at the cowed beastman.
Mewling, whimpering male. Night Yowl will learn beastman's rank in new pack or will not survive many seasons long.
A soft growl burbles up from the back of the throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. Farewell. That was interesting as hell. You got Siren. Not Siren like me, Siren. A young woman stands, flanked by a pair of soldiers, the ornate headdress cresting her brow. Lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you.
Oh, look. Mother has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power?
Her face takes on a mock-serious demeanor as she speaks, and with her words you can hear the sound of a breeze rustling through the forest. It's at the same time calming and distressing. The girl smiles.
Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. We worked together at the Vellum Citadel. You used my voice to subdue those naughty sages who tried to escape your edict.
Conquest decision. During the Vellum Citadel campaign, Siren used her power to enthrall sages who crept beyond their stronghold. When the mages started to spout off forbidden knowledge to the forces of Kairos, you managed You punished the disfavored soldiers responsible for killing the sages, and ordered several members of the Legion to serve as the Archon of Song's personal bodyguards. Yeah, I remember that. She takes a small step forward, and the soldiers to her side move in, barring passage with their weapons. She looks at them and rolls her eyes. When she does, the sound of the approaching storm fades. Do I look like I can hurt her? She returns her gaze to you and leans forward as if to share a secret. Honestly, what passes for guards these days, right? Not anything like the disfavored guards you gave me. It's a shame they died the way they did. Oh well, life in Kairos' employ is dangerous. At least, it is for most people. I'm quite capable of taking care of myself.
These good people aren't for my protection. Apparently, I'm dangerous. But I guess you already knew that. Look at me! Do you think I seem dangerous? What harm can a 15-year-old girl cause? I'm only a child.
The smile falters. She looks down, her hands moving to the headdress, her thumb tracing the edge of it along her jawline. She looks back up, the hard look back in her eyes. She regards you for a moment before continuing.
So, Tunon's Fatebinder in the middle of a battlefield. Kairos must be desperate. You were sent to shame Ash and Narat into action, weren't you? Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back, if only to distract him from his problem. But Narat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
And what makes you an expert in such delicate matters?
I've been privy to more delicate matters in the last 5 years than you've had your entire career binding fates. I'm well versed with political intricacies. Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Siren. Siren's mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the camp until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
At your service, Archon Siren. You discover that Siren's helmet is locked behind her head with a complicated mechanism. You want nothing more than to bash the lock apart and free the Archon, satisfying her command. Before you can make the attempt, one of Siren's guards places her hand on yours and shakes her head. She points at the wad of cotton sticking in her ear. The distraction shakes you from your super. You feel dizzy and sniff back a trickle of blood from your nose. What was that?
Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort. I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
Not as powerful as you think you are,
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
This time her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can feel it down to your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of her terrifying song.
For the love of Kairos! That was the Archon of Song in the flesh!
Oh, her? We go way back.
You know the Archon? I dare say, traveling with you will prove most illuminating.
Man, you die a lot, old man, but I kind of like you. Let me check training here. And then, we'll go to the other camp. Oh. Okay, I have favor. Baz spits a wad of chew bread in her open hand. These rations are foul. Taste it. Can't tell if it's poison or mold. I heard that our watch has spotted a disfavored scout by the grain stores. You don't think? I feel fine. Maybe it's an herb to slow my hand in battle. Sabotage is a coward's weapon. Maybe it's just gone bad. Seeing you, he pockets his rations without taking a bite. Fatebinder? So anything we can do for you? Yeah, I'm gonna see. I don't... Yeah. Oh, god damn it, I fucked that up. I had dual wield disable for her. And so I didn't get XP. Time is it? I have to load. Okay, my bad. I mean, nothing really changes. I quick save constantly. I'm pretty sure I quick saved after talking to Siren, but let me make sure.
You there!
You address me, lady?
Oh, okay. She
What a
has more to say.
craftsmanship I have never seen. You wish the helmet removed?
Barrick hesitates for Siren. He seems at once ready to follow her order and nervously uncertain. Restrain him. You forcibly grab a hold of Barrick by his shoulder plates and restrain him from moving any closer. The giant man looks ready to protest and then regards you with sudden clarity.
Thank you. I don't know what came over me. Archon, with all due respect, we will keep our distance from each other. I would not engage with you again, accompanied or no.
Once again, the worm dares to defy the songbird. Don't worry, little worm. One day the bird will get her prey.
Okay, this time I gotta make sure. That was a big oopsie, but shit happens. Oh, that's right, I have to level up again.
Sorry, I can't.
Okay. We will head to the disfavored camp and turn in our quest, and then I'm gonna go grab that Easter egg at the beginning, but I gotta end it here. It's already been long enough. Thanks for watching.